Hey everybody, welcome back. So, we're just going to continue where I left off. We have to get through this area right here where there's like this green force field. We don't have the power just yet to get past the green force field. I think we probably acquire that later. Just because there's a lot of places like on Cordova, there was some places that had like the green force field that I'm assuming that we can go back to get once we have the requisite power or once that planet opens up again. Just because, we can't go to Cordova. We're wanted there. We're criminals. So, yeah. But I'm gonna try to continue on through here. Just making sure that I didn't miss anything. I know I can probably come back here and get more just when, I have more powers, or if there's some place that I may have missed that I didn't see going in initially. So yeah, let's get into it.
Will be found. That was nothing. Stop firing.
Buddy!
Oh, deliver it. Firing. Useless. Pathetic. Nothing. I have sustained damage. Not be here. Upward strike. Damage taken. Need it. So bad.
BD, I need help.
Try aiming.
Sounds like they're defending something important up ahead.
You cannot enter the laboratory. They're not supposed to.
You okay?
They're not allowed to enter.
further. I'm opening fire.
I'm sure Z can decrypt this for us.
Target is approaching high-value location. Initiate defense. He will not pass.
So something that I noticed with this game is that the difficulty is rolling. So enemies like this may be a little bit more difficult when you first fight them because you don't know the tricks to them and you can die. But like, what makes it hard is that the game will sometimes give you loads of enemies and you'll just get overwhelmed. Like the B1 soldiers, the little droids, they're supposed to be very easy, you know, because they're Series 1. They only have 2 modes to them,
I'll check
blaster, or
What is it, buddy?
they carry like a knife, or I guess it's like a truncheon gun, a truncheon or like a knife or something. But basically, they're supposed to be easy because they're essentially cannon fodder. They made a whole bunch of them, according to like the lore. They made a whole bunch of them just to kind of like be bullet sponges, and everybody else is like, you know, everybody else is supposed to be the real troops, like the B2s, the BXs, the commandos, those type of deals.
I'll kill the enemy. Stop hiding behind that plate.
I need one.
What did I say? Close it! Close it now!
They really don't want us inside. Heavy duty. Don't think I can move it.
So
Let's
when I have to redo an area, either to fight an enemy that I died to, or because I fell a bunch of times and that ended up being because I, you know, was trying to get over to from one area to another. Something that basically I noticed is that the controls don't mean anything. they don't mean anything. So I guess, let me explain. So when you press X, Cal is supposed to do a jump. And then you press X again, and that becomes a double jump. When you do the double jump, that helps you get over, different areas and things like that, like over platforms to like the railings that you can grab onto, that type of deal. But sometimes the game will register that when I press X, Cal does one jump, but it's like counts it as a double jump. And so me pressing X or me pressing circle to get out of the way don't mean anything in terms of like the game. It doesn't register when I do it on my controller. And I try to make sure that all of my controllers are charged, that they're taken care of. And I'm just like, maybe it's just me. Maybe I thought I was pressing X or circle and I wasn't, because sometimes that happens. Sometimes you think you press like the button, but it doesn't actually do anything. But then I started to notice that that wasn't actually the case. What actually was the case is that it just wasn't registering with the game itself. The circle for evade, the X for jump, all of that just didn't mean anything in terms of like registration. And so I would end up falling to my death and having to try to jump over an area again. Or, if I, like in this instance, I have to get from one to another. And basically, I have to do a force jump. So, what it is that I press L2 to grab the rope, to grab it, swing across, and jump. The first time, I jumped too early. I didn't fully swing across before jumping. I jumped too early. This time, I jumped at the correct speed and cycle. So everything works. Everything registers. Everything's fine. But, as you saw in some other areas, when I did that, it wasn't fine. It didn't work. Cal just fell to his death, and I just had to restart that area over again. So yeah, that's one of the little instances of when I would talk about something that was happening in the game that to me didn't make any sense, and I thought was like, that's weird, but not weird enough for me to stop wanting to play.
I was promised something interesting, and
Custom emitter. can salvage it. Try it out.
I'll go. I'm the best pilot for this mission, and you know it.
Every ship we've sent into the Abyss has vanished without a trace. We'll go together. I cannot let you take the risk alone.
This is your invention. No one else understands it. You're the only one who can guide me back.
All right. I'll record the passage and make sure you return to us.
Free and Dagon. All you, BD.
You lost, stranger?
So, I wonder if the person that we just fought was either a Force sensitive or a Padawan that was in hiding. And Dagon essentially found him, recruited him, and was like, you should essentially come with me, basically, because I'm gonna retake a planet that will help secure our existence as Jedi, and then we will train the next Jedi and go after the Republic and get rid of them and go after whatever remaining council members, order members there were, basically.
Not getting through. Nope.
Honestly, I'm not surprised that Dagon became a Sith, though. Like, from what we've seen so far of the past, like, Force memories that we've found, his memories that he had, he felt very passionately about Tanalorr. And then for the council to essentially abandon something that could be helpful to the Jedi so easily, of course, he would feel a very deep betrayal and anger at that. Because then, and probably like fear, because then what's going to stop the Jedi Council from deeming him as too much, or deeming people that he cares about as too much, and then basically like forgetting about him and like leaving him in the dust.
Master Cordova said Dagon had a retreat on Kobo. Let's find it. Whatever he used to cross the Abyss, maybe we'll find it there. Focus.
Which isn't Too far off fear. I mean, that's basically what they were going to do with Anakin. So in the movies that came out, like The Phantom Menace, The Clone Wars, The Rise of the Sith, and stuff like that. So basically, Anakin was brought forth as a candidate by Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. The council members have to kind of approve each of the younglings that were brought in as either being people that were suitable for Jedi training or people that weren't suitable for Jedi training. And they had deemed Anakin as not being very suitable for Jedi training. Like, he was either too much in terms of like, you know, like he was somebody that they were like, I don't like essentially the vibes that he's giving off was the best way to describe it. They didn't like the vibes that he was giving off. And Qui-Gon was like, well, I can train him, I can get him to be more than what you guys are saying. Like, we can essentially like help him deal with those emotions, because Anakin was a slave, his mom was a slave, and he probably felt a lot of resentment towards the people that had enslaved himself and his mother, essentially. And then given that he's now going to have a power that will make him vastly stronger than these people, he probably was like, I can go and take revenge against them. I can get my mother out of slavery by brute force type of deal. And so the council, or rather Yoda, felt that and was like, no, we shouldn't. Like, take him back where you got him from, leave him there, you know, we're not going to continue with his training. I don't think that it's wise to do so. So yeah, it wasn't probably a far off fear of them, you know, basically like forgetting about him and leaving him behind, and essentially just like, oh, we don't need him. Like, we don't need this guy just because he's not the type of person that we want anyway.
What are you doing out here?
They ordered me to hurt you.
Who?
The invaders. Don't worry, I'm not programmed to fight.
Appreciate that. Let's hope we don't need it. Stim, please, buddy. Thanks so much, buddy.
So that's what I was talking about a little bit in terms of like the buttons. So to do the wall run, you press X and then towards the wall, kind of like you're jumping on it, and then he'll automatically do a wall run. While I'm doing the wall run, sometimes he won't register that you're close to a wall. And so if you notice, sometimes I do a double jump on it, just to make sure that I'm essentially like hitting that mark.
I'm ready to blast the enemy apart. Your safety is on. Oh, I knew that.
Nice find. Let's take this back to Z. Let's show this to Z. You all right?
The sky is broken.
What broke the sky?
The emergence.
Would have liked to see you scrapping ships on Braca in your younger days.
Okay, so next...
Bound for Kobo. You give that old tech Cal found in the lab a look?
Couldn't make heads or tails of it. Maybe we'll put some pieces together after we check out Dagon's retreat on Kobo.
People go to Kobo after things fall apart, not to put things back together.
You seem pretty put together, Grease.
But don't you have a silver tongue? Maybe I'll let you take the Manus for a swing sometime.
Really?
On second thought, no. All right, Cal, get up here.
Master Cordova's research shows an abandoned settlement past the east side of the valley. Let's go check it out. Let's keep moving, buddy. Gear could use a few tweaks. Pretty proud of this one. That'll do. Ready to roll with this. It's locked.
Honestly, I really thought that the main objectives were you had to choose one or the other. Like, you either did the Stone Spire's investigation, or you went to the moon and investigated
You know your way around Kobo, don't you?
the lab on the moon.
We should be getting pretty close. I don't see anything like a settlement, though. That's the way through. Let's do it. Hey, is that our friend from the forest array? Yeah, let's keep our distance this time. Let's go. This place is in ruins. Bounty hunter. Axiom Brew tracked us down.
Who's that? That'll let her. You'll need to try hard. Try and catch me. Got something for you.
Nicely done.
Name's Cage Vander. This mudscuffer picked up your trail outside the outpost.
Cal. Sounds like you've been watching us.
We've all been watching, Cal. Not every newcomer introduces themselves by taking down one of Ravis's boys, which, by the way, nice touch. Love a big entrance.
Thanks. So what do you want?
What I want, Cal, is to reward you for every one of these that you take down. Not the only one who came to Kobo for a little peace and quiet. Take these off, bounty hunters, and I'll trade you something nice.
So he was Haxian Brood. More bound to be on the way.
Exactly. Lucky for you, I've got eyes and ears about. Drop by the saloon, and I'll help you get a jump on those hunters.
All right. I'll think it over. Everybody's got rockets except me. Hey, this is a good find. Come on, buddy. We still gotta find Dagon's retreat.
I kind of wish I had rocket boots too. They're pretty cool. Oh, she's sitting right there. I guess it's if I needed to ask her any questions or want to talk with her, I can do so. But honestly, I thought that she had left, because sometimes the characters just straight disappear after you finish talking to them.
Just so. Very good, Padawan.
All this piece of junk work. Maybe I'll just smash this stupid thing apart.
got to be the place Cordova was talking about. All set. We're not the only ones looking for something here. Think it could be Dagon? A coupler. Power source should be nearby.
So for the next video, because it's gonna be a lot of me doing puzzles, and I can show the puzzle workouts to you if you want me to. There's some guides that I did have to look up because I was confused a little bit about where they wanted me to go or what they wanted me to do. But I may be doing some transitions basically from one place to another just to kind of speed things along, because it is sort of tedious, basically.
Is that Centauri Kree? Nice job, BD.
Learn to harness Kobo matter in order to prepare yourself to traverse the abyss. But in success, will you also find an ever greater connection to the Force? Let your connection with the Force guide you towards our shared goal. Tananor.
Centauri Kree was training Jedi for the journey through the abyss.
I understand, Master. Now may I be excused?
You have somewhere to be. Very well, but return later.
Thank you. I will.
So, the first part of this, because this is a two-part puzzle, the first part of this is to pull that block down and then get this mechanism all the way on the other side to burn through the, I guess it's the cobalt dust, is what we found out it is. To burn through the cobalt dust, and then we take the ball and we put it in the holder that's on the wall, and then basically transport it to another section that's right outside where we can put the ball down, and then we'll get one of those like beams going. The second part of it, because I already recorded this next video, so I finished out this puzzle a little bit later. But the second part of it is to take the ball back to this area, put it back in the mechanism, and there's an upgrade to BD that you can get where BD would be able to spew out cobalt dust. And you basically just form a line that will burn as you go all the way to the cobalt dust that's over there to get what's shining and stuck in the wall. So yeah, like I said, a little tedious. So now that we've completed the puzzle and I'm using the beams to burn away the cobalt dust,
Think we can ride that
I'm
updraft
going to
across?
go ahead and say my goodbyes now. So thank you so much for joining me. In the next video, I am going to do a lot of transitions just so that I can get through like the video in a timely manner, because it is solving a lot of puzzles and I do run around a bit while I'm doing this. So I want to at least maximize a little bit more of like story when it comes to this. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and let you go, and I will see you all in the next one. You have a good rest of your day. Bye.
Need to pick me up.